Chia. You guys are now listening to the Crime Pace Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, Glizzy?
Chilling, living.
What's going on, man?
Oh, dude, I had a bad week, dude.
I heard. Well, this episode, we're going to be talking about a lot of politics stuff, bro. So if you're not really right-wing, you favor a liberal, this is not going to be for you. You know what I'm saying? It was a slow news week in entertainment and sports news, but it was a pretty lit week in politics. So we're going to emphasize on that, along with a little monologue of how our weeks went. Now, you had a shitty situation go on.
I did. I legitimately had a shitty situation. My week started going bad the day I went to work. And for some reason, I guess the sewer or something, like, you know, the drains in the bathroom, dude, that shit just started shooting up shit.
Dude, poo started exploding all over the place?
Yo, I've never seen something like that. It's
with
like
extreme prejudice?
Yeah, and I had to clean it up because it was either clean it up or close the club. And, you know, I'm all about the business, dude.
Yeah, dude, you got to put the business first.
Yeah, bro, so I had to pick that shit up.
Now, why did you pick it up, dude? Why didn't you send somebody else? I know you're the boss and shit.
Yo, a wise man once told me that a general fights in the war with his soldiers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I did have assistance from the employees, but I was not going to let them do it alone because I wouldn't have wanted to do it alone. So
I got you. Like, you wouldn't want to make an example of, I wouldn't send them to do something I wouldn't do myself.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I'm always like that, bro. Like, I would never, if I feel like someone thinks I wouldn't do it, I would do it just to show them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always willing to help people out, even though it wasn't my job. I could have just sat back, recorded them picking it up, send it to the owner, be like, getting this shit cleaned up.
Well, that was very honorable of you.
Yeah, I'm an honorable individual, dude.
Chia.
God taught me right. And then, you know, I was gambling, and I was playing roulette from $50. I went up all the way to $700 in the span of like 4 days.
Nice.
And then in my head, like I saw like I log into the app the next day. I pass by the club. I'm sitting there and I'm like, let me check out the app. And I see that shit was black 5 times in a row.
All black numbers on the roulette.
Yeah, dude.
You were playing roulette.
So yeah, I was playing roulette. So it was all black. And how I play is I play using first 12, second 12 rows. I go by the rows. And this time I was like, it was black 5 times in a row. What are the odds? So I put 700 on red. Guess what that shit came out as? It came out as black. I lost the $700. I won. FML, dude.
That's gambling, dude.
Yeah. And then before this pod, right before this pod, this is what really let me know I'm just having a bad week, bro. But, you know, I'll have a smile on my face throughout my whole bad week. I'll be like, fuck it. But right before this pod, I'm driving back with your smoothie because that's the kind of friend I am. And I stop at the stop sign, but I do one of those quick stops where you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a cop pulls me over, gives me a $170 ticket.
Moving violation.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that sucks, man. I was wondering what was taking you so long.
Yeah, I came with a hall pass.
But remember, I was talking about that in the last pod. I got like 7 tickets last month. Yeah. And only one of them was like in person. The other one was cameras.
Damn.
Dude, I'm telling you, that shit cut like $700 out of my budget for last month.
In the Homestead area, though?
Nah, some of them were closer to work. Some of them, some of the red light. It was the school zone speeding violations, and those were in Homestead.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, horrible shit, man.
That's dumb.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah, bro, they had to meet a quota.
I mean, if you're gonna bust me, at least catch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
At least let's keep the officers employed.
Nah, man,
you know
they got AI fucking police trucks that are coming out now, SUVs. They're coming out. Like, it's over, dude. It's going to be impossible to scratch your ass without somebody seeing it, dude.
For real. Without some facial recognition software, knowing that you freaking did it, and it's just going to debit the money out of your account.
Yeah, the days
it's going to lower your social credit score. You're going to wear a mask, but the body cam is going to be able to know the way you walk
Yeah,
because
bro.
your freaking Amazon Alexa watches how you walk in the house
Every
and it knows
day.
you got a limp. So that's it, bro.
Yeah, the days of leaving the bar and peeing on the side of the building are over.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Shit is crazy.
Too much surveillance.
The one entertainment news is that we have D'Angelo, the R&B singer. He passed away. R.I.P. to him. He passed away from pancreatic cancer. That sucks.
Yeah, that does.
I did buy his album, Brown Sugar. I listened to it. When it came out, it was fire. And he was on the Belly soundtrack. That song, Devil's Pie. That's before your time. You know
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? But R.I.P., I'm sure I'd know one of his songs if he played it.
Yeah, I mean, it was smooth music. It was cool music. But, you know, you got to live life every day like it is your last because, you know, that kind of news comes out every day. Somebody you know ends up, especially when you start hitting your 40s, bro, people just start coming up with heart attacks and cancers and
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's something you got to worry about. So, you know, R.I.P. to him though. His music was fire. All right, bro. Moving on to political news, bro. Let's deep dive into it. Where do you want to start, bro? You want to start with Trump frees Palestine and the left is quiet about it?
Yes, dude.
It seems like the left made more noise over Charlie Kirk getting assassinated than they did about Palestine being free. And it seemed like they were way more passionate about the whole Palestine situation.
They didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care. I think it was because Trump was the one who got the deal done.
Yeah, dude.
You know
and it's a great thing, dude. You know what I'm saying? No more death, dude. We should all be celebrating this, you know, especially being that they were parading, blocking off the turnpike and not letting no one drive just to tell everybody free Palestine, you know, gays for Palestine.
Yeah, they got on DJ Khaled's ass about it because he didn't want to talk about it and shit like that. And yeah, bro, they were marching down the streets all over the place over it. And now that it ended, it seems like they don't really care.
No, they didn't care.
You know what I'm saying? But Trump did get snubbed for the Nobel Peace Prize.
He did, dude. He 100% deserved that Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the person they gave it to was a Venezuelan.
Yeah.
A
Venezuelan woman
activist.
Yeah.
But she dedicated it to him.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah.
I mean, he is bringing regime change to Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They made a deal this week where the Maduro, the Venezuelan president, he told the White House, like, you know, whatever you guys want, I'm with it. Like, we'll give you guys all the oil Venezuela has. We'll give you guys all the gold Venezuela has. We'll give you guys all the battery chemicals. We'll align ourselves with the U.S. You know what I'm saying? And Marco Rubio was like, nah, we're good on that deal. You got to go. So, dude, that guy is unalived man walking.
Who, Marco Rubio?
Nah.
Oh, that Venezuelan guy?
Maduro guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how it ends for them.
Yeah, they disappear.
No,
they die of lung cancer for no reason.
Something usually very bad happens to them.
Yeah, they never smoked in their life, but have lung cancer.
So, I mean, they're out for blood, bro. I mean, I guess it's going to be a good thing.
It's a good thing for Venezuela, bro.
Hopefully, like, if they do, like, you know, if the U.S. puts their foot in there and makes things go right, but if they just leave it up to their own devices, then you can just get another, like what can happen in Colombia. You could get a narco guerrilla faction of the military that starts to fight for power, and then it becomes a big mess. So if they're going to push for regime change, I hope they go all the way and they guide it to where it needs to go so it could be the best place in South America.
Yeah, let's make Venezuela great again, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean they're a rich country as far as resources, brother. You know, they got a lot of oil and shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man, he should have got that Nobel Peace Prize, but whatever.
He stopped 8 wars, dude, and didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. Like anybody that truly, if you disagree with the man, like you can't say he doesn't deserve the Peace Prize when he's literally bringing peace to the whole world.
I think because he campaigned for it, I think that's why they kind of snubbed him on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he said he wanted it, and they were like, oh, no.
Oh, you want it? All right, we're not getting it.
Yeah, that Venezuelan guy
Damn,
deserved
bro.
better. You know what I mean? But there's always next year, right? They give a Nobel Peace Prize every year, right? Once a year?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'll be lying if I said so.
Yeah, I'd be lying too, dude. I know Obama got one, and he dropped hella bombs on people, dude.
Yeah, dude. He was a great president. He did exactly what I wanted, bro. Went over there, blew them up, stole their oil, brought it over here, dude. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
But yeah, he got one. So let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's in the future. Maybe it's in the cards.
I think it will be in the cards. I think there's only so much that you could ignore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He got the hostages back that were
He
taken
did.
from Israel.
Biden took credit for it, but yeah, it was Trump.
Yeah.
Sleepy
I'm
Joe
glad,
said it was him.
I'm glad those guys are back home with their families. The ones that survived, because not all of them survived.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know the exact number, but
Me neither.
Not all of them came home. Shitty way to die.
It is in a foreign country.
Yeah, in a freaking slave encampment. Fuck, that sucks. That sucks, but I'm glad they're home and shit. We're moving on with the government shutdown. Do you feel any different with the government shutdown?
Yeah, dude.
What?
I did my tax return too late, so now I was wondering where my taxes were. And I realized the fucking government shut down.
Oh, one thing that we learned is that Hamas is easier to deal with than the Democrats.
Yeah, dude. That's a fact.
Because at least we were able to make a deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Bro, they shut down the government for the dumbest fucking reason, dude. You know, I don't know. I don't understand why what do we want to do? We want to postpone it to around Thanksgiving, and they're like, no, we're gonna shut it down. Like, bro, I hope all of you that aren't going to work don't get no back pay, dude.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody.
Some people are not allowed to go to work because it's shut down. I don't think it's not so much like everybody doesn't want to go to work. That's why they're not going to work. It's just like the leaders of the Democratic Party forced to shut down until they get what did they want? They wanted circumcisions in Uganda or some shit. They need $9 million for that.
Yeah, they need for the gays in some other foreign country. You know what? Maybe we should care more about America, dude. I don't know why we have all these investments in other countries. Like, I don't care about anything that's going on over there in any other foreign country.
I don't think it was so much about the issues. Like, they don't really care about what's going on in, like,
I think it's because they make money from it.
Yeah, well, they're probably embezzling that money. I'm pretty sure if you talk to those little countries that were supposed to get $3 million for some kind of weird textbooks, I'm pretty sure they never got that money.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it really is.
Yeah.
You know I'm saying they want to give illegal immigrants free health care.
Yeah.
What about me, dude? I don't got no health care, dude.
Yeah, that's your
I
fault,
want
dude.
health care.
I told you how to get it. You didn't want to sign up for it.
Yeah, dude.
That's your
like,
bad. And open enrollment's coming back up, so get at me so you don't go another year without it.
Yeah, bro.
You're not getting it for no reason.
Yeah, now I got to go to the dentist. I got to pay out of pocket.
Yeah, but that's always out of pocket, bro. Dentist, I mean, unless you have like a badass job that gives you 100% dental, which is rare nowadays, you always got to pay for that shit.
No one cares about their teeth, huh?
No, they do. You just pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's not an abnormal thing for you to go to the dentist and cough up $2,000. And if you don't got the money, they always got a credit card you could apply for and put it on there. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people fly out of the country. A lot of people on the West Coast, they go down to Mexico, get their work done, then come back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people I know, they go to
Hialeah.
No, I wouldn't go there.
But people do it, dude.
Do they?
Someone told me, I was telling someone, I got like, yo, I got some tar on my teeth, like plaque that's hardening up in the back tooth. I guess I was missing it. And they're like, yeah, you can go to Hialeah. I know a guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what? Like in the office? They're like, no, out of his house. I'm like, nah, dude,
I mean, I went to Colombia and I got a lot of dental work done. And
yeah?
It was a great experience, yeah.
You got dental work done in Colombia?
Yeah. I got like $4,000 worth of stuff for like $900.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you do to your mouth in Colombia, dude?
Oh, man, I got like deep cleanings. I got like a bunch of 2 root canals, and I got a bunch of fillings and drillings and all that.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It took a day and a half of hell, but
yeah, I hate the dentist.
Yeah, but it was worth it. Saved a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Hopefully, we get the government back up so people can stop crying. They can get their food stamps and whatever else they're not getting, dude.
I forgot about that. If you're getting food stamps, it really sucks right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's actually some, there's a good majority that don't need it, and they're just taking advantage of the government. But, for the people that need it, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, for sure. You have empathy for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of single moms out there with kids that depend on that for food.
That's a fact.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, that's a fact. For real.
But I don't really think it's the Republicans' fault for that. I think it's
it's 100% not. If anybody says it's the Republicans' fault, like, bro, who's the one that shut it down?
In this situation, right? We're not going to go back and say,
in the past.
There was a government shutdown with Biden in his tenure for like something the Republicans wanted and they didn't get, and they also shut it down. So it goes both ways, you know what I'm saying?
It happens all the time.
But this specific reason, today, government shutdown, it's the Democrats pushing that.
And it's for stupid reasons.
Yeah. I think it's just to go against the grain, put a nail in there.
Yeah, but how long can they stay shut down?
Yeah, I don't know. Trump's firing people left and right, so let's see how long it gets shut down before that pendulum swings towards their job. And they're going to be like, oh, no, bro, let's get back to work, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Kamala Harris, in her book, she came out with a book and making some waves. You know what I mean? In her book, she says that she lost the majority of young men to the Manosphere. She specifically names Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines.
Shout out to them, bro. Y'all famous. They've made it.
Dude.
Dude, I'm super stoked about that, dude. I'm stoked that she shouted them out, that she knew who they were, that their influence was that powerful, that she truly believes they cost her the election, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That tells you how far you could go in life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think she said exactly like they cost her the election, but she did. They felt the swing with the young men. Young men aren't voting for lefty things, dude.
Dude,
it's not attractive to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was a study done, and this is facts, bro. Patrick Bet David was talking about it, about how young men are swinging more right. Or no, young men are more in the middle, and women are swinging more left. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And as men get older, they become more right and less tolerant for left women. And women that are far left, when they get older, they become more tolerant for right men.
Yeah.
You get me? Because at the end of the day, you know, what the left wants isn't really masculine. Dude. Yeah. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing anybody for your political view. I'm just saying a lot of the things they talk about do not benefit the men, the straight men in this world, dude.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? I align more with his true beliefs. Like when he talks and he's not trying to be
not rage baiting.
Yeah, he's not rage baiting. Like, you know, I've heard long interviews with him where he's like speaking what he actually feels. And I align more with him than Myron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Myron.
I think he's smart. You know what I'm saying? He gets a lot of views. He is articulate, but I don't think he has the pull that Tate had, because he's not like cool, right? I'm not saying he's a dork, but he just doesn't. He didn't have that aura. Like nobody wants to be Myron.
Yeah, nah. And like people wanted to be Tate. You know, he sold you a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Versus Myron is more like clickbaiting women. You know what I'm saying? Which is, it's funny. You know, sometimes, majority of the time, he's like speaking facts, but sometimes he goes far off into the deep end, and I don't really enjoy watching it. It's like brain rot content.
Yeah. Like the content I like from Myron is kind of like when he breaks down things from a Fed point of view.
Yeah.
Because he used to be a government
agent.
I
love that. He started doing that recently.
Yeah, so I kind of like those when he deep dives into situations, because he could tell you how they move and operate, because he used to move and operate like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like that. That brings introspective stuff. I like watching that kind of stuff. And during debates, I think he sometimes has good points. You know what I mean? But you know,
I like his debates, but his debates are just him roasting people.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he has courage. I saw him outside of
sure.
Space nightclub the other day, just debating libs out there.
Yeah, it's fire.
With like, I didn't. He did have the cops out there with him, but I mean, it's still.
You got to have the cops now with you. Dude.
Yeah. Well, if you're on the right, if you like Destiny on the left, he was in the college campus, no security, nobody cared. You know what I'm saying?
They're not really fighting for any movement, dude.
That guy's a loser anyway.
Yeah, dude, no one cared. Don Lemon's getting roasted all over the internet.
You see that?
He's trying to do something and it's not working for him, dude.
He's the worst. But that's the only time he gets any motion.
Yeah, dude.
Is when he does that.
Yeah, dude.
When people agree with him, I never see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, when
it might also be our algorithm just tricking us. And there's actually people that are like, Don Lemon's a genius.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean I would be really surprised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's more libs out there that are smart.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're going to go lib, you could go to Barack Obama. Barack Obama would be a good argument. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Smart, educated man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on to Don Lemon and that's who you're looking up to on the left side, like, it kind of says, like, your education level.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think we got more celebrities on the right, though.
Maybe. Well, on Kamala Harris's book, she also pointed out that she didn't pick Pete Buttigieg to be her vice president because she says that the election, there was a lot on the line. She felt like it was close, and she thought his sexual preference would be too, like, polarizing.
No.
Like the first female ticket, well, it wouldn't be the first female ticket, but a female running and queer dude as her running mate would have been no good.
No.
Now what I say is, isn't that illegal? I clearly, you know what I'm saying? I clearly read in hiring procedures that you cannot not get a job because of your sexual preference.
I mean, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. Like, I don't know the legalities of it.
Yeah,
because like,
it is a job at the end of the day. Like, they're getting paid, right?
Yeah, but like in a club, you can't hire a non-binary man as a female dancer.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't know all the legalities of it.
Well,
there definitely has to be
something. What I understand,
something.
all legalities, you cannot discriminate on somebody because of their sexual preference for a job. So for her not hiring him because his sexual preference and her stating that in her book, I see that as highly offensive, and I see that as illegal.
It's kind of prejudiced.
Now, if Pete Buttigieg were to sue, I'm pretty sure he has a case, but he's not going to go against his own party.
Yeah. She might, it sounds super homophobic.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What, you think there's a lot on the line and the left won't back somebody up just because they happen to be bi-curious or curious?
Speaking of the left not backing people up, Letitia James was indicted this week on mortgage fraud charges that she changed some wordage around in her loan applications so she could get a better rate on some properties she was buying, which is illegal. It's called mortgage fraud. She knows that very well because she indicted President Trump on the same charges. Now, what I want to know is how come, obviously, they sent her at him, right? How come Biden didn't give her a preemptive pardon and he gave all his other people preemptive pardons?
Is she black?
Yes, of course.
That's why he's racist.
Yeah, I mean, that's
he's a racist bigot, dude. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, if I send you on a dummy mission to go after the next possible president and try to put him in jail with 32 felonies, and I tell you to go back and change the statute of limitations on that one specific thing so we can get him and do all this underhanded stuff, the least thing I could do is to give you a preemptive pardon in case I lose this election and they come after you now. You got some kind of protection, right?
Yeah, that would be the right thing to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In their mafia world.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
So they let her out to dry. You know what I mean?
The Democratic mafia is crumbling, dude, before our eyes.
They're looking bad out here.
They really are, dude.
They are. I don't know if that's just my algorithm telling me that, but I see a lot of ugly stuff coming from them.
I even go on Threads. Threads, for some reason, thinks I'm a liberal. No. Like, you know, if this gets to Instagram, I don't know, Zuckerberg change my Threads algorithm to give me more conservative content. Every time I go on Threads, I just get mad. But no, on Threads too, it seems disorganized. Even with everybody posting, like the left doesn't, they agree, but they don't agree. They agree just because they want to agree with each other, but it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Got gays that agree with this. Some gays don't agree with that. You got people that are pro-Israel on the left, people that aren't pro-Israel. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, today, Trump gave Charlie Kirk the highest medal you could give to somebody. It was on his birthday. Today was his birthday, so happy posthumous birthday to Charlie Kirk. His wife accepted the award. You know what I mean? So
that's nice.
Yeah.
And Turning Point USA is doing their own halftime show.
I saw that.
That came out.
I saw that. I won't tune into it.
I won't either, but this is something I found very interesting. This is now an open market. It's because if they're able to get some viewers, if they're able to get a good amount of viewers to tune off of the NFL and go into their program to watch their halftime show, that is a ginormous opportunity for content creators to take control and start performing their own halftime show. Almost like the election when PBD Podcast did their own election polling thing and they were doing their own live watch.
Yeah.
And it did better than NBC, ABC, and all that shit.
Sure.
Like, this could be like a good opportunity for someone if they do it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not Turning Point USA, but definitely if a few artists get together, they could really do something.
You know, if the people at Turning Point, the people who donate money wanted it and Turning Point is delivering it, I don't see a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I personally won't because I like Bad Bunny's music more than I like, they got Ted Nugent, something Aldine was a country singer. No disrespect, I forgot the dude's name. I think Kid Rock, Forgiato Blow.
Yeah, no.
Some other people.
I'm not really into it, dude. You know what I mean? I think the best halftime show of my living era, my living time, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Prince had the best halftime show. No, so don't clickbait me.
I don't think Prince had the best one, but I think he had a good one.
Prince had a good one, but I think the best one I've seen was either Rihanna or the one where it had Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. That was a good one too. I really like that.
Yeah, that
was probably my favorite one. I think that's like the first time they really brought hip hop in there.
Yeah,
which was fire.
Yeah, that was a good halftime show.
Yeah. What was your favorite halftime show?
I would have to say Michael Jackson, Prince, Bruno Mars. I'm not even a Bruno Mars fan. I don't not listen to his music, but just on performance-wise.
Damn, I forgot about Bruno Mars. He had a good one.
It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Singing, dancing, pyro, choreography, stage presence. Like, he had it all.
Yeah.
I did like, because I'm a hip-hop head, and I'll go with the last one. I'll go with Dre, Snoop, 50, and Eminem.
Yeah. Were you alive when how old were you when Michael Jackson did his halftime show?
I don't know my exact date.
You're young though, right?
Yeah.
But you knew about it?
Yeah.
All right. That's fire. Yeah. You got to experience Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I never got to do that.
I was pretty lit back then.
Yeah, dude. Good artist.
But all right, bro, that's it, dude. We're out of topics. We appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it this long, you're a real one. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace. Christ is Lord.
Cheer.